Well, good morning. Thought I'd take an early morning video so that I didn't have a lot of sun issues to deal with. Take you on a little garden tour on the 4th of July here. So this is our sunflower patch. It's doing really good. You can see that they're pretty tall right now. This is our plum tree, newly planted this year from rootstock. You can see our nasturtiums going nicely, no flowers yet. Here's a nice asparagus patch. Got some nice seeds here. It'd be really cool to see them turn red. Little Christmas bulbs. Blackberry bush, getting real nice and tall here. Lots of blackberries on it already. Cilantro. Actually, some of it is starting to go to seed. I'm sure it still tastes great. Getting stronger, as cilantro will do, as any plant does when it gets hotter. Transplanted raspberry canes, doing great. So these are the kale that we've had, 7 years or so in the garden. They self-seed like this. One plant makes hundreds, if not thousands, of seeds. Each of these pods is filled with maybe 10 seeds. It's really nice. We had planted these ferns a couple years ago, and they're doing really nicely. And you can see them making new little fronds. Real nice. We have a blueberry bush, also planted this year, doing very nicely. This is the new asparagus, and we planted the crowns just a couple weeks ago. Doing really nicely. You can see the sweet potatoes doing amazing. It's actually started going through the fence. My hope is that it climbs along the fence and fills it out. Again, doing really well. This is our green and yellow golden nugget apple tree. We did have some little baby apples on it, but I think an animal ate them. So tasty. Rhubarb winding down for the year. I planted some more potatoes along here for late season potatoes. I haven't seen any come up yet, but let me just look. Nope, nothing yet. Here's the regular potatoes. Look at that. They're a good 4 feet tall now. And actually, Gord, to answer your question, there's a mix of determinate and indeterminate. So next year, we'll just make sure we get indeterminate. These are red Bartlett pears. The leaves are just so gorgeous. Look at that iridescence, that red and green in there. Also planted just this year from rootstock. Alright, so we have some brown mustard, and this is a curry. I'm not exactly sure. We have two kinds of curry seed. I don't think it's curry, but anyway. The other one's doing great. You can see it's actually gone to seed over here. Or it's going to seed, which is exactly what I can't wait to see what the flowers look like. There's our sorrel, often replanted, but now it's got a permanent home. It's also going to seed. We'll have mini seeds. We might seed save some of that. I believe this was our rosemary that we grew from seed. It's doing nicely. No, something else. I can't remember. And our Honeycrisp apple, also from rootstock this year, doing very well. You can see our dill forest is getting huge. So dilly. Also starting to go to seed. Sage, oh, it's finally losing its purple flowers. They were so gorgeous. Now, the onions. They're a good 2 feet tall now. Looking wonderful. They ring the tomatoes and peppers. Tomatoes are doing great. Lots of flowers. I've already harvested the basil once. All the leaves have grown back. So that's really great. See the onions going all the way over there. Pepper plants doing amazing. We have 2 kinds of pepper plants. And we kind of messed up when we were planting them, but definitely can tell the difference in them. I've never had pepper plants grow as tall as this year. They're just doing so well. More blackberries, as you can see on this side. Cucumbers, again, doing very, very well. Gonna have to add some more twine, a little bit more for them to climb up on. But we definitely have lots of little baby cucumbers. I think I might just have this one right now. Onion which grew from seed, doing well. I'm really hoping it goes into bulbs that we can save over the winter. Garlic doing great. Leaves starting to die back. Sometime in July we'll harvest them and braid them or something. Carrots doing very well. Turnip. Let's see if we can see any in here. Oh, somewhere underground is a turnip. Radish. What is left of them? Maybe we'll have some today. It looks nice. Nice beets. Look at that. Really nice looking beets. 2 kinds of beets, like those regular red beets, and those ones are like almost like orange beets. I started some more holy basil because we've given all of ours away, and I've tried to save some of our more native plants here. So I have some purslane, which I definitely cannot get rid of in the yard. And so I thought, well, maybe I'll just cultivate it and put it in the bird garden. I have comfrey all over the yard. It's great for compost teas and just adding stuff to the soil. So I thought, well, let's see if I can grab some leaves and plant them, and they've definitely grown. Drew some artichoke, more pepper and tomato plants. They definitely need to find a home. And I planted some chive heads. See if anything grows from that. It smells like onion for sure. Broccoli is doing great. You can definitely see them coming alive. The bees are. Love this place. To fly, but. So it's really neat. So I think all these brassicas, they have the same kind of flowers. So kale has them. And this is pak choi. And it's the same thing, but it doesn't make the floret heads. It makes these long seed pods like kale. It's really interesting. Peas are just doing fabulously. Don't touch a pea plant with your hands because it'll die back with the oils or something. It's interesting and crazy. I think this is Swiss chard. It's definitely got something going on. But kale, really nice looking kale this year. Nice dark purple. And the beans. Look at that. Up, 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 up. All nicely tangling themselves, coming back down. And lettuce. It's still edible. Oh, yeah, and I found a new rain barrel. So this one is I'm using for compost tea. So I put all the good collections from the garden, and Micah and I worked on it, and this actually, the overflow from the rain barrel comes across, goes out, and then plops in there. And yeah, it's doing really great. And there you go, our garden, July 4th.